today's guest is my mom, Claire Glover. Okay, so also it was my mom's fabulous idea. If anyone's seen the Bridgerton video, to do it at the K-Star. A few people asked me today, where is this place? They thought it was a beautiful boutique hotel.
In Musgrave Road, and it's a retirement lodge, possibly a bit different from your normal retirement home, in that they're all flats. The building was
about the building.
The building was the Greenacres family home, and they came out from England and built a house that helped them not to be quite so homesick. So it's like because they came out from England, everything was very strange, and they started department stores, and so it's a beautiful old building. I'm not sure how old, but
I think it said 1865 or something. No,
I'm not sure.
I don't remember. I saw something because there's that portrait where I was taking photos by the fireplace.
Right. Yeah, they've got photos of the Greenacres family in the sitting room.
You're looking at the photos from the photo shoot from there. This is the first time that I've seen them. Stunning. That one's nice.
It was a nice one.
I love how you can see the details of the building, like the glass and the wood. Do you think that there are more hidden home gems like this in Durban?
I think there are quite a lot. Unfortunately, though, the old homes are being knocked down.
But can they do that?
They're not supposed to, but money goes under the table, and then these gracious old homes do just get knocked down.
I guess, yeah, unless a building was built like a business buys them, not many people can afford to look after houses that are that big these days.
But the beauty of it is that the grandness and the of the old home is still there. That's a nice one.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Really nice. Gives you an idea of Durban past.
Yeah.
They had huge families, which was why they needed
Why did they
these
have
big
huge
houses.
families?
It was just the tradition.
That one's nice.
It's a really...
Oh, that's so nice.
But you just don't get that sort of thing anymore.
Because imagine how much it would cost to build a house like that now.
Incredible amount. Especially with that staircase going up.
This one. This is my favourite one.
Yes,
so
that's
far.
a nice one. Yeah, there's some lovely ones.
Did you ever think that I would be doing what I'm doing now when I was small?
I did actually, because you were always a little I can do it. And, you loved clothes. You were never shy at all. Loved people. Were very outgoing. So I'm not really surprised at all. I thought you were going to be possibly something in television, like a host or something like that.
I never thought
really.
that.
No, I thought that that's possibly the sort of thing that you would want to do, because you're very relaxed when you're in front of a camera.
Yeah,
and it's
in
something
front of
you
people.
enjoy. And you enjoy people.
Yeah.
And you enjoy fashion. And, all the things that will go together to make a good program.
Yeah.
You're able to put people at ease, and, that's a gift. So, no, I'm not surprised at all.
I was less open towards people, and now I'm more open towards people, because I think, I don't know, now I'm more willing to interact with different people, whereas before I maybe wasn't.
I think on a personal level it's always perhaps quite different from, when you're on a social media. Some people can't relate that way at all, and other people find it easier than
But
one-to-one.
saying even face to face. Like now how I go out and I go to events and meet people. Before I wouldn't have wanted to do that.
Well, it's probably like everything. The more you do it, the more you you realise that it's something that that you really enjoy doing.
But even with going out, like before, I'd much rather have spent my weekend in bed just relaxing and reading and sleeping and watching TV, whereas now I just want to go and do different things.
I think as well when you realise how good you are at things, it's it gives you a feeling of attaining a goal.
Even in my social life. Saying before, I would rather have been sleeping at home on a Sunday, but now I'll go out and go for lunch. I'd rather do that.
Then it's probably, because you are mixing more, and the more you mix, the more you want to mix. Before you were quieter, and I don't know what the stimulation would have been to.
I think now, I don't know. Since I had said, I feel like now I feel like more energized because you have to have more energy. Whereas before, I just wanted to sleep all the time.
I think as well, the more you do not mix and go out, the less you actually want to.
Yeah, like Brad, he never wants to go out.
You then more and more and more want to be a bit of a recluse, really, in a way.
You want to be a recluse, but you're not.
Who?
You.
Me.
You want to be a recluse, but you're not.
Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know whether I'm not or not. I think, I'm lucky in that people make an effort. Otherwise, I don't think I would.
You do make an effort. You're always the one that makes the effort. You're always the one that goes and fetches your friends or goes and does that. Yes, think about with Rhoda, think about with Leslie.
Oh, no, but I mean, that's different. Those are people who, need
But even
nurturing.
Sally, you make an effort to keep in touch with your friends, where not everyone does.
Yeah.
And you also make an effort to stay fit and keep fit.
No, well, I agree with you there. I mean, that means a lot to me.
But did you always do walking? Or did you do other exercises ever?
Not really, no. I've always walked and, I've swum. I did used to go to gym. I used to go to gym at 4:30 in the morning because I was looking after little ones during the day. To go so that, I could then work, and it was easy, fitted in well.
But that's also been the hard thing about the last 2 years, because I've had to gym so early because I have to get to work, and then you still have to get a small child ready, and then you still have to go home, and it's just been a lot to deal with.
No, I think that is the thing, is that when you work and you've got to fit all your other priorities into that, and you've also got to try and jiggle priorities.
It's
so
really
that
hard.
you don't get squashed out because of having to put people first, and it's very important that you keep time for yourself.
Yeah.
And being able to go to gym.
Yeah.
But with a full-time job and married and a little one, it does get difficult unless you're working at home, and then you can probably organise your time.
And a second full-time job.
Really wearing yourself a bit thin. I think that's extremely difficult.
Not for... Today is the 13th. So it will just be... to the 30th minus 10 minus 3 is 17 more days.
Well, that'll make life a lot easier.
What do you think of all of this change that I've decided?
I think it's a good thing. You certainly couldn't have gone on doing everything that you were doing before.
No.
I mean, you were exhausting yourself, and you would have just had burnout. So you had to make choices and decide and what you really wanted out of life. Got to weigh up what the future has for you and the path that you actually want to go on. I'm excited for you.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
I think you'll do very well, and I'm proud of you.
Oh,
that
yeah.
that you've taken this step, that you're brave enough to do it, and that you've thought it through, and you're doing something that you really want, and that you're very good at.
Thanks.
It'll also give you more time to be able to, be with the family, because you'll be able to prioritize.
Yeah, I'll be working in the day, not at like last night when I went to sleep at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, you can't go on doing that.
So I was editing this video that we shot on Sunday to be posted today.
Yeah, it's not something that you can do.
And I still went to gym this morning.
Wow.
So now I'm really tired.
Sure. You can't push yourself like that.
And
not indefinitely.
like Durban's such a nice place to live.
I don't think I could leave Durban altogether. I love the Western Cape, and particularly I love what I've got there.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'm not really a flat person, and so staying in an apartment is not that easy for me, even though the surroundings are very beautiful. And also I'm busy, so there isn't enough for me to do in an apartment.
Not chill reading your book and watching series.
I can't sit around and do that. I've just got too much energy.
I told Brad that this is where I get it from. He said, I don't understand why you fill up your days. I said, well, that's how my mom always was.
No.
At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but I watch a bit of telly, and then I'll read. I mean, it's a routine, and sometimes I don't often go to bed before probably midnight, sometimes 1 in the morning. But that's the way I organize my day, just like you organize yours.
I definitely hope I get better sleep now, though, that when I'm like, I feel like I'm the type of person who I have to I rely on sleep.
Oh no, but you've always been like that.
And I don't like it when I don't get enough sleep at all.
Oh, no.
I don't like it.
You've always.
And I can do it now without having a lot of sleep, but I don't like it. I wish I could sleep more.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to organize things so that you will be able to.
I won't have to go to gym so early in the morning. I can go in the day if I want now.
Yeah, I think that's far more sensible.
Brad and
to
I
be
can
able
go
to do
together.
that, and you can go together. There are things that you can combine. So
it's going to be so nice.
You can have a family time doing things that you would normally have to do on your own. And if you look at gym early in the morning, which is not really fun for you, and it does mean that you can't combine it with the family.
So you grew up in Durban?
Umhlanga.
And what was it like then?
Very different from what it is now. No, it was a lovely, absolutely lovely childhood, because it was safe. I think the first time my mum let me come back from the beach on my own, I was only 7. We lived near the beach. There was absolutely no danger. I was always sensible. I mean, I was an only child, and I was sensible about the water. She knew that I wouldn't do anything silly. It was it really was an idyllic childhood. And then as I grew up and I was in my teens, then we used to walk along the beach. There were various movies shown at a couple of the hotels. What's now the Breakers, and also what's now a block of flats and used to be the Durban View Hotel, which was the first one.
Oh, by Durban View, by the Daily Dose.
Yeah, by the Daily Dose.
Oh, I think I saw somebody posted a photo, I think I sent it to you on Facebook, of that Durban View Hotel.
Oh, I don't think you did, but...
It was a while ago.
And we used to walk all the way along. I mean, I lived in Chartwell Drive, in a house there. My mother had an acre of ground.
That's massive.
And all of us lived in houses sort of beach houses with a lot of ground. We used to, all of us, I mean, we used to leave home probably at 8 o'clock in the morning if it wasn't school. And my mother said, 4:30, you've got to be back. But otherwise she didn't see me. You know,
That's so nice.
it was just so safe. It really was. It was a wonderful, wonderful childhood. And there was no, we were outside and we were riding and, you know, we were on the beach and, of course, there was no social media or anything to watch, but we didn't miss it.
Well, yeah,
You know,
I mean,
we didn't have shoes. We never wore shoes. And probably lived in shorts and T-shirts mainly. And I'm afraid didn't come out into it at that stage.
you
we
never
were just,
really been like
no,
into fashion or anything. What was where Gateway is, or where Umhlanga Village is now? What was Umhlanga Village like?
Umhlanga Village was a tiny little village with a butchery and a chemist and trading, you know, just a general store. And that was about it. And I think I was 8 when a dress shop appeared. But up to that, there was just really the general store where we bought everything. Our sweets and all that sort of thing. Our parents bought milk, bread and groceries. Limited, but groceries. There was also a butcher who was out Tongaat way down the north coast, and you used to order. And my mother had an oilcloth book because, of course, the meat, you know, is messy, so it would mess. And she used to write our order in that, and then it would come from the Thompson's butchery, and the guy would ride. I mean, he'd ride a bike.
He'd ride a bike, a
He'd
bicycle.
ride a bike, and he'd have a basket in front of him with everything
From
in it.
Tongaat to Umhlanga?
Well, no, this would probably be more from Verulam, you know, Verulam way than actual, you know, from Tongaat.
Okay.
Village life, I mean, you know, that was the kind of life that.
So what did people do for work?
They went into Durban.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't anything
But I mean,
in
like your
Umhlanga.
parents.
Well, my mother was, you know, women didn't work. My dad was a minister, you know, an Anglican priest, so that's what he did. He was also in Parliament, so the family went to Cape Town for, you know, the sessions, the parliamentary sessions and that sort of thing.
How did you get to Cape Town?
We quite often drove, funnily enough.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, it was, and also, of course, the trains were working.
Oh,
It
you could
was a
catch
very
a train.
different. Yeah, you could catch a train. Then once my father retired from, well, was no longer in Parliament, that was when he went back to the ministry.
Where was he a priest or minister?
In the army. When he started off, he was in England, and he trained in England. And then he came out here because his first wife was very chesty. You know, she just, she wasn't well.
Oh, did they say you need to go to the
And
tropics?
yeah, somewhere, you know.
I wish someone said that to me. Oh, you just need a break. You need to go to the tropics. Just, off to Bali you go.
But unfortunately, he was sent to Moy River, and he might as well have stayed in, because it was
It's
misty.
basically the same.
And it was very sad. She died at, I think it was 32.
What?
With
That's
two
my
little
age.
girls. I know. 2 littlies, 4 and 6.
What, did she have pneumonia?
She
TB?
Yeah. She had, you know, she was bronchial. In other words, she had bronchitis. She had a very weak chest.
Shame.
And
You're 32, that's my age.
she died in Gray's Hospital. And then my dad met my mum, and mum was teaching at St. Anne's, and he was obviously the minister, the Anglican priest at Moy River. And there was quite a romantic tale in that the mum was doing the flowers in the local church, and Dad came in, and there was a huge storm, like there often is up in that area, and they were kind of trapped in this church together. And
How
that
romantic.
was how, yeah, that was how the sort of romance started. And then after that, had her own family.
How many siblings do you have?
Well, my siblings are no longer alive, but I had a brother.
Well, you were the youngest.
The youngest by 10 years. Brother was the oldest, and then the next sister was 12 years older than me, and then my
Aunt Rose.
Aunt Rose was 10, and Berry was 12, and Ken was about 15, I suppose, even 16 years older.
So your mum had 4 of her own children?
Yeah, she had 4 of her own. And the 2 older ones, my stepsisters, they were out of the house by the time. And in fact, my mother and my stepsister...
So that was just a part 1. I'm sure my mum will come back and we can talk about more. What? That wasn't so bad. Was it?
It was worse.
What do you mean?
It's not my thing.
What? But you're not even talking to anyone. We're just talking to each other.
Why
I'm so special.
You are very special, love, but it's not now. Another time.
I like getting told how special I am.
No, special you are.
And why I'm the best person in the whole world. And why I keep you so young.
You're going to have to wait.
And why I keep you so young.